guys, welcome back to the Rose Corner YouTube channel. Welcome back to another conversation talk. Remember to like, share, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the Rose Corner if you haven't as yet. Enjoy.
The expertise in these fields will do their best to continue to reduce the numbers, whatever means, necessarily.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hold on here. Should crime be declared a national emergency? And there was an article that brought me back to this question. It was like a flashback moment. A member of the public wrote to the Observer last year and was expressing themselves that crime should be a national emergency. And we should take it as that. And based on some of the numbers we are just looking at, yes, crime should be a national emergency, especially in those divisions where the numbers are high.
Yes.
Yeah, like Westmoreland and St. James, for example, we just looked at. Yeah. And so I second the opinion of many persons, not just the individual who wrote to the Observer, that crime should be declared a national emergency. And here is portions of that article. And it's dated November 16, 2023. And this is sort of what the public the individual said to the editor from the Observer. It bewilders me that as a country we have reached the point at which we are having steamy debates as to whether Jamaica's crime rate constitutes an emergency. We can predict the nightly news, which Mr. Robinson have just shared with us as well. He touched on that point not too long ago. Elderly folks robbed and killed, domestic disputes resulted in fatal killing, children, teenage girls, and boys too, molested, bars shut up, leading to multiple deaths and injuries, etc. And every night we watch news, we see some sort of these playing out, happen. Yeah?
That is it.
And it continues to say, if those incidents do not touch our core, then the multiple slayings of the nation's babies and children must evoke a deep sense of anger within us. Imagine the two schoolboys who were shut up in the taxi while returning home from school last Thursday. This was in November, yeah? November of last year. And the article continues, and it says, with Jamaica being one of the highest ranked countries in the Caribbean and Latin America for homicide, how can crime not be considered an emergency? Yeah? And we need to pause, listeners, viewers, on that note. Why is it that Jamaica has such a problem when it comes to crime? Why is it that we're not taking it more seriously? Why is it that we're not declaring emergency, especially in vulnerable communities where the crime has plagued our people? Yeah? And it continues to say, we often praise the country and the people. We have excelled at so many things, both locally and internationally. However, we always conclude that the country would be much better if the crime situation, yeah, if the crime situation were better managed. Both government and opposition members have been at odds about how to combat the crime monster that has been plaguing our beloved country for decades. Every now and then, they condemn barbaric acts and call for bipartisan approach on crime fighting, which we must encourage them to do more. And here is another part of the article. where the person says, if they truly care, why hasn't much been done to curb crime and violence? That's a question. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Is it that one party prefers to see the demise of the country instead of its prosperity? I don't know where the person was going with that. Balance is needed to allow our democracy to strive. Criticism and accountability are also important. And for our viewers, if you want to read the full article in detail, that there is the website that you can just copy it and search on Google and read further. But Mr. Robinson, I believe that crime should be a national emergency. And I do agree to some parts of what the person was saying here in this article. What says you?
Absolutely. Crime is a fundamental issue that we should take a first and look at it deeply because it touched every single individual in this country to the core. Whether or not you've been affected or somehow have been affected, it affects us all indirectly and directly. Some would say crime pays. That's why they want to keep crime uh, and not as a national emergency. But I say three quick things on this. One, it's going to be difficult to get both party to have a bipartisan to settle off on ideas and to which method to use. They will agree in principle or in good faith, but when it comes to the operational aspects of it, there'll be some difference or differ in terms of what
Disagreements.
yes, what to do. And then you have to leave it up to the expert, which is the operational person, the commissioner of police and the men and women on the ground. And then secondly, does the country can afford crime to be a national emergency? Because you'll have to look at the economic side of it. Will persons and citizens and tourists be happy to see soldiers and police walking with long guns?
But we have to, and then we have to weigh what is more important: the life of our people, the children who are murdered innocently on a rapid basis, whose life are cut short. You
and
send
that was
you send your child to school and
yes.
only to hear that your child has been shot. There's
Mm,
and the child has passed away. How
absolutely.
should a parent take that? How should
And that was my
a parent can't just accept that so easily? And a child who has not lived
yes,
their life to how God wanted it to be just cut short because of
absolutely.
criminals, of
Yes.
murderers. So it's the way the balance of what is important. What is the important elements, right? What are
Mm,
our priorities as a country? What do we what are the main priorities? Is it the lives of our people and our young people and our children was slaughtered and murdered by criminals and their life have cut short? 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 10-year-old, 1-year-old. We have to get it right. You know
that
what I
is
mean?
correct, Chris.
I you
Yes,
know
and that
I
yes.
hear the PMP saying that time come.
Mm,
They're saying that time come now, but I have one thing to say about that.
yes.
I think that time come now for a national crime plan. Yes.
Yes.
And I think it's time that the government and the opposition meet at the table and work out the technicalities, right? And come together and merge together and set an example and send
Absolutely.
a message to the wider public of this country. Yes. That crime, the monster of crime must be defeated. And it
Absolutely.
will only take a unilateral effort of people coming on board because the truth is the government can't do it alone.
No.
Yes? It need all hands on deck. The
Absolutely.
opposition and as you said, the JCF and the personnel there within the JCF, everybody has, but we need a crime plan, a proper
Mhm.
crime plan for this country. That is what I believe is missing out of this whole,
Yes.
element of crime in this country. And so we're going to wrap it up here. Any final words, very quickly? 1 minute.
Yes. So we just want the leaders, them to just come together for the greater good of the country. So each citizens can live in a land where they can have a wonderful life, raise them family, do business, and continue to share the love and fellowship with each others. Yes.
Okay, well said, my brother, well said. So I hope you all, ladies and gentlemen, have enjoyed the conversation that we have shared with you today here on the Rose Corner on the state of crime here in Jamaica. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all our new subscribers to the Rose Corner. I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Rose Corner family here on YouTube. I see you guys. And the last 2 videos or 3 videos, I've seen your comments as well. I want to say thank you for being a part and supporting the Rose Corner, because the truth is, when you watch the video, yeah, when you like the video, when you leave a comment, you are supporting what we do. And so we appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I see your comments. I see the interactions that you guys have been displaying. And I tell you, I like it. Thank you guys so much, so much, so much. Until next time, stay tuned. We have another topic that we'll be looking at, and you guys have to stay tuned for that. We are going to review the current case of Adidja Palmer, aka Vibes Cartel. So you guys don't want to miss that one. Thank you again, Mr. Robinson, for joining us for this discussion here on the Rose Corner. I
Always a
appreciate
pleasure.
you. I appreciate you sharing the insights and your thought as well on this important topic today. Until next time, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.